Hi everyone, my name's Jordan and welcome back to my channel. Little change of scenery today, and that's just because I was too lazy to go set up my normal setup. This was a lot easier and a lot quicker. I'm just on my couch in the same room I normally film in. I just normally film at my chair, but there's a mess on the chair, and long story short, change of scenery. Also, I may look like a hot mess. I am. Today I'm going to be doing my May wrap-up as well as kind of mixing in my Japan vlog. My May wrap-up is kind of short. I didn't read a whole lot in May. If you've watched any of my previous videos in the past month or so, you'll know that. It was a very busy month for me. And so I didn't read as much, but I also was incredibly bad about filming vlog material. So I'm combining these two videos to make one full video. So I'm sorry that I'm bad at vlogging. To be fair, I was hanging out with family and stuff, and it's hard to be like, hold on everyone, I gotta film. So I have some vlog material I'll include here. I'll probably throw some pictures in there too. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's talk about the books I read in May. First up, I read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is the first book in the Wayfarer series. I've read, I think, all of Becky Chambers' novellas and absolutely love all of them. So I decided it was time to start this full series. This is a story, basically, it's similar to The Expanse in where it's like a ragtag crew that is running a ship and doing like they're basically like transporters kind of in space. So similar premise to The Expanse, but this is like, just feels a lot more wholesome. There's definitely more like alien species in this one. Like there's a ton of alien species. Humans have traveled much further than they have in The Expanse, so it's definitely not the same by any means, but it's a very wholesome story about a lot of people that are very different coming together and becoming a family, and it was very cute, very good. I highly recommend it. Next up was my patron pick for the month of May. If you would like to help choose my TBR every month, you can join my Patreon, link down below. This month's pick was An Unkindness of Ghosts by Rivers Solomon. This is the first book I've ever read by Rivers Solomon, and it was nothing like what I expected. It was a very dark, also like futuristic sci-fi story that deals a lot with racial and gender oppression. It was a very harrowing story. It was sad. It definitely gave me kind of like Octavia Butler vibes in the content. But it was a lot heavier on the sci-fi elements. It was very good, and I highly recommend it. Next up, I read the current bookish community hit, The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrow. This was not what I expected. I don't think it lived up to the hype. I think people are hyping it a lot more than it, at least in my opinion, than it deserves. It was a fun story. I love dragons. We all know this. It's about a dragon school. So like already I'm obsessed. The romance just felt, I don't know, kind of forced. By the end I was like on board with it, but it wasn't like what I wanted to read the story for. And you guys know me, I love a good romance. This one just didn't really do it for me. But I do think the premise was fun, and I think the cliffhanger at the ending was very unexpected, and I will be reading the sequel. So it was a good book. I'm not saying it's a bad book by any means. People were just saying it's the best fantasy book they've ever read, and that I don't agree with. But it was good, so I will be reading the second one. Next up, I read the first 2 volumes of One Piece. This is a huge manga and anime series. The anime has like over 1,000 episodes, and the manga has like 170 volumes, I think, or something like that. Like it's some obscene number. But I know next to nothing about it, and I started it, and I think it's really cute, and I did really like those first 2 volumes, so I'm very excited to continue. It's about a young man who dreams of being a pirate, and he basically has like Miss Incredible powers where he's like stretchy and stuff. So his dream is to be the best pirate in the world. So he's trying to assemble a crew. And so the first 2 volumes so far have been him finding people to join his crew. We've met a few bad guys. There's been some combat. It's been a blast. I'm having a good time. Next up is a DNF. I DNF'd Camp Zero by Michelle Min Sterling. Honestly, I can't remember why or what it was about. I think it was just bad timing. I think I just wasn't in the mood for that at the time. I don't think it was bad. I just wasn't wanting to read it at the time. Next up, I read the second volume of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is another manga and anime series that is still coming out, and it follows basically like a group of people that go to school to be demon hunters, kind of, and one of the guys has to like ingest part of this one demon and basically takes on some of his traits. He shares his body with him, but he's able to control it. So they just go out and like fight demons. I actually don't even remember if they're actually called demons. They might call them something else, but here we are. It's also very good. I think I'm liking One Piece better right now, but I am liking Jujutsu as well. Next up, the last book I finished in May was Memories of Ice by Steven Erikson. This is part of the long read-along that I am doing with Alex from Tall Guy Reads, and then in remembrance, Ian from Ian the Reader and Josh from Red Fury Books. They have both decided that Josh didn't like Memories of Ice and doesn't want to continue. He DNF'd it. I'll link his vlog down below where he gives his reasons, which are all very valid reasons. And then Ian just said that this series is too long and too dense and his life is too crazy right now. But fret not, Alex and I will still be continuing this read along. And I did really like Memories of Ice. It took me like 5 weeks to read it because of how nuts my May was. So I do think that because I was reading it in such short spurts and so spaced apart, I feel like the middle didn't really work for me. But I do think that was fully just because of how I was reading it. But the ending was wild. I read the last like 3 hours all in one sitting. I thought it was very good. I gave it 4 stars. I think on a reread it could probably be 5 stars. We got so much more lore in this one than we did in the previous 2. I felt like I was really understanding what was going on a lot better than I was with the previous 2. So I did really like that. And overall it was just a really good book. We got a lot of character growth. We met a lot of new characters. There was some big twists at the end. Overall, fun book. I just wish I had been able to read it a little faster. And then a quick mention, I DNF'd The Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams solely because I wasn't in the mood for it. I just finished Memories of Ice, which is a huge tome, and I was not in the mood to start another huge series. So I was enjoying it, not boring. I just was not in the right headspace to read that at the moment. So we'll be continuing that some other time. And that's all I read in May. I will be throwing in now some of my Japan vlog after this little snippet, so check that out if you're interested. Alright guys, I'm going to try to vlog my trip in Japan. We got here yesterday. Flight was okay. It was 14 hours, so as good as a 14-hour flight can be. I didn't sleep for like 27 hours, so I didn't film anything yesterday because I was dead. And then we came back. I went right to bed. So jet lag is a little tough today, but I'm still excited for the day. I'm here with my husband, my in-laws, and my husband's family is from Japan. So we're here with his grandma and his uncles. He hasn't seen his grandma in 10 years, so it's all going great. So today we are going to Tsukiji, I think that's how you say it, Tsukiji Market. Which is like a fish market, but they also have like a bunch of vendors, like food vendors and stuff. So we're gonna go do that today, and we're going to the Pokemon Cafe, which I'm really excited for. And then tomorrow we have to wake up very early, and we're going to my in-laws' hometown, which is like a 5-hour drive. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to vlog everyone, but I am notoriously awful at it. And I'm feeling a little self-conscious with everyone around, especially because I don't speak Japanese very well, and everyone else doesn't speak English except my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. So, getting by. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can, but also, like, can we talk about this weather? Stunning. We're at my grandmother-in-law's, is that what that's called? My grandmother-in-law's apartment building. It's like a condo, but loving it. The weather's great. It feels lovely out here. I'm on the balcony, so gonna try to vlog stuff as we go about the day. A lot of it might be me doing voiceovers later, so I don't have to talk around everyone, but yeah. So yesterday I didn't do any videos because I looked a hot mess after being on a plane for 14 hours, and I was just dead tired because I can't sleep on planes. Hi everyone. Long time no talk. I basically missed 2 days of filming because I'm just bad at it. Honestly, I'm really bad at vlogging. But also we went to my mother-in-law's hometown and we visited a lot of her friends. We visited a lot of family graves and things like that. So it was just really busy and we were doing kind of personal stuff. So I didn't really feel like filming some of the more personal stuff we did. And then some of the other stuff I didn't really get to. So I will share some photos while I'm talking a little bit. I'm going to be getting ready for the day. This is Monday. I don't know what day that is, day 4, day 5. Today is kind of a free day. We checked into our lodge that we're staying at for the rest of the trip. And then we are going to a game center later. But we're going to go back to my husband's grandma's house in a little bit, like half an hour. So I'm going to get ready while I talk to you guys. I'll probably share some photos of the trip we took to the hometown. It was stunning. So let me get ready while I'm talking. So basically, we went to this like seaside fishing village and it was honestly stunning. It was like in the mountains. It was directly on the sea and there was like beautiful homes. I got to see where my mother-in-law used to live as a child and where she kind of grew up, which is very different from where she moved to after that. She lived there till she was 18 and she moved to Tokyo, which is very different from this like farming fishing village they were in. There was rice paddies everywhere. There was a lot of fishing. We got to see a lot of people that I'd never met. Got to meet a lot of family friends and a lot of family. It was honestly really cool. I don't really know a whole lot about her life prior to me meeting her. So this was a really cool thing to get to like see what her life was like. But also it was just really cool to see a different side of Japan. Last time I came to Japan, we just did Tokyo and Kyoto. So this time I got to see another side of Japan, not a big city. But it was a lot of fun. It was kind of a long car ride and there's a 1-year-old baby with us. So that was a little rough. She did not want to be in the car that long. But I watched a lot of my D&D show on my iPad, and also Zelda came out, so I played some Zelda till I got car sick. So overall, it was a lot of fun. Excited to not have to be in the car anymore that long. I'm like glad that trip is over. While it was a lot of fun, it was stressful being in hotels and like moving around a lot and having a baby and having long car rides and all of that. So excited to be back in Tokyo or outside Tokyo and excited to do the rest of the stuff. Tomorrow we head to Disney for my niece's 1-year birthday. Incredibly excited for that. We went last time we were here, so I've been before, but that was 10 years ago, so there's new stuff. And also it'll be fun to celebrate Emmy's first birthday at Disney. I will share some footage of the car ride out to this fishing town that we went to because it was stunning. I didn't get a lot, but I will share some of it. I learned a lot about death rituals in Japan. They're very different from the States. So when they burn a body, they then have to each take a pair of chopsticks and go pick up the bones out of the ashes, and then that is what is buried. And they have these big like tombstones, but the tombstones are not like American tombstones, like they're like a combo of a tombstone with like a little bit of a mausoleum, I guess. It's like a big box basically with like the tombstone on top of that. It's like a pillar. And it's like the family tombstone. And so we went to visit these, and they deep cleaned them because they hadn't been visited in a while. So they like poured water on them, scrubbed them off, got them nice and clean. And then they put flowers on and incense, and then each person has to take a ladle of water and pour it on the grave and then say a little prayer. So we did all that. I do a video of that, but I don't think I'm going to share it because it was like a private thing for their family. So but it was really interesting and really beautiful that we did that, and we did it for a bunch of different people that the family knows. And it was a really cool experience, a very good learning experience for me, but also really just beautiful to see. We also visited some old family friends and got to like see a traditional Japanese like farmhouse basically. Chris got to go fishing with our brother-in-law. That was really cool. They caught a bunch of fish and we got to eat sashimi from it. We went to like a family friend's house. I think it's a family friend. We went to a family friend's house where they, it was like, or it's like a business and they own a yakitori business. And we ate with like a bunch of people that Chris hasn't seen in a long time. It's a bunch of family friends. Everyone was drinking. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, overall, it was a really great trip. Sorry I didn't vlog more of it, but a lot of it was personal. And also I was still really jet lagged. So I was honestly just really tired and didn't have the energy to like even remember to film. But today I'm going to try to film some of our Tokyo exploration as well as the game center we're going to. Japanese game centers are absolutely wild in comparison to like American arcade. So gonna try to get some of that, and then I will definitely be vlogging a lot of Disney. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at, what I've been doing. I'm gonna go get dressed now, and yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. We're at the game center. We are, I don't know, doing a bunch of claw machines, trying to get some snacks, trying to get some anime merch. It's rigged. It's rigged, everyone. Anyway. Game center is popping. It is loud. I don't even know if you can hear me at all. But yeah, this place is fun. Got a Magikarp. All right, so far, Chris won this Lloyd Forger from Spy Family, and he also won this little towel for our niece, and we are currently trying to get this Miss Tashira from Demon Slayer. Doing our best. It's really hot in here.
I made it worse.
We're doing our best out here, everyone. Disney Day! Disney Day! Waiting for the monorail. We just checked into our hotel, and then we're going into Disney Sea. Chris. Look. Update. I got this popcorn bucket with these Mickey tongs living the dream. Day 2 of Disney, baby. Alright everyone, I'm pretty sure I missed a few days, but yesterday we went to Shinjuku, which is like a pretty bustling area. We went to some game centers, we did some shopping, but nothing really video worthy. Sorry if you can hear all the wind, this might make this video unusable, but I'm gonna try. So then, what did we do the day before? I think I videoed the day before. Oh, that was Disney. So, yeah, so yesterday I did Shinjuku. Today was a free day for everyone, and we're kind of all splitting up today. I really wanted to go to the Tokyo National Museum, but nobody else wanted to go, so I'm going on my own. I wanted to go to the Studio Ghibli Museum, but you have to have reservations like months in advance. It's very hard to get tickets to. So I'm going to the Tokyo National Museum, which is the biggest and oldest museum in Japan. It's like an hour-and-a-half train ride. I'm walking from my husband's grandma's house to the train station, and then I will be on the train for a little while. But I've got an ebook, got my umbrella because it's supposed to rain today, got my Spy Family shirt on. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I doubt I'm able to record in the museum, but I'll try to record like the area around it and stuff and share some stuff as I'm walking around. Since I'm alone today, it might be a little easier to film, but that is if I remember to do it, because I'm obviously very bad at vlogging. But I'm hoping that I have some stuff to show in a vlog. I'm hoping I have enough content to make a full video, even if it's not a super all-inclusive travel vlog. But I'm bad at reading vlogs when I'm sitting around reading, so trying to remember to film when I'm doing stuff and walking around and with a bunch of people, it's a little hard. So today hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more content out because I'm by myself. thank you guys for watching. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what you read in May and if you went on any fun trips. If you really like my content, please hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post new videos. As always, your support means the world to me, and until next time, thank you guys.